If you're an ambitious, driven, growth-minded person with massive goals and you want to turn the dreams in your head and in your heart into reality in your life experience, then you must be working on becoming the next best version of yourself. Jim Rohn said it, success is not to be pursued, it's to be attracted by the person that you become. And I want to share with you 5 specific things you can be doing to work on yourself, to become that next best version of yourself so that you can turn those big dreams into reality. But first, I want to share with you why this is important. The reason Jim Rohn, in my opinion and belief, the reason he said success is not to be pursued but attracted is because when you become the kind of person that can achieve a goal, then you'll more easily step into it. So many people focus on grinding and going after the goal instead of realizing that if you simply work on you and develop certain skills in yourself, your emotional intelligence, your mindset, your ability to communicate and interact, then you will set yourself up to be the kind of person that these opportunities make sense for. You wouldn't give an opportunity to an 11-year-old or a high school athlete to play in the NFL. Why? Because they're not the type of person that can be there. They got a lot of work to do on themselves to strengthen, to gain speed, to gain an understanding of the game, to really go to that next level. So we can't just imagine something and turn it into reality in an instant. I truly believe that the best way to accelerate success is to work on us, to work on ourselves. And you, my friend, if you've got these big dreams and you're driven and you know there's something inside of you telling you, this knowingness telling you that you're destined to do something incredible with your life, then you gotta get to work on you. You've got to work on yourself. So these are 5 things that I know for certain if you start to work on consistently, then you will accelerate your success because you'll accelerate your ability to become that next level version of yourself. And when you start to become that next level version of yourself, other people will see you as able to take on new opportunities and to be able to step into roles and responsibilities that allow you to move into your dreams and to turn those goals into reality. So here are those 5 things. Number 1, remind yourself how important your mindset is. There was a saying that I always heard in sports growing up, and I started playing sports when I was a little guy, 4 or 5 years old, playing basketball, soccer, whatever, grew up into playing college football. But the thing that never went away was this concept that success in athletics and sports is 80% mindset. Think about that. 80% mindset and 20% your physical abilities. And therefore, I've also heard in life and in business, it's 80% mindset and your psychological skills and 20% the mechanics or how to. And in fact, I've even run into people who will say it's 90 or 95% or 99% your mindset. Because if you have the mindset, you can find a way to turn those goals into reality. You can find a way through the obstacles. You can find a way to overcome the challenges faster. You can find a way to make the connections and build the relationships and get through the struggle if you have the mindset. But my friend, you won't work on mindset if you don't truly believe that it makes a difference. So you have to convince yourself every day that mindset is powerful. You have to convince yourself that your mind can do incredible things. And if you start to convince yourself that your mind can do incredible things, you absolutely will invest more time and energy into your mindset. Now, the second thing you can do is to read and listen to uplifting messages. Why? That sounds so like, oh, JJ, you just want to be positive thinky type of person. No, there is yes, I do, but there's also incredible research on the power of positive emotions. Positive emotions can do so many things for you, one of which is open your mind and your heart to possibilities. And my friend, I don't know how much you have studied incredibly successful people. I mean, people achieving at the highest level in sport, in business, in life, in relationships, in leadership. When you study these people, they have such an incredible capacity to believe that a bigger, brighter, better future is possible. Not only possible, but probable. They're what most people would call optimistic. They have hope. And when you have hope, when you have optimism, you start to see a path forward. And I'll do a video on this at some point, but the reason most people stay stuck, I'll just give you this tip. The reason most people stay stuck or they have this sense of I'm stuck where I am, is they don't see paths forward. They don't see options for how to get unstuck. And so if you want to have more paths forward, which therefore gets you unstuck because now you see how you can go forward, you've got to have a positive emotional state on a more regular basis. Because if you're in a positive emotional state because you've listened to uplifting messages, you've fed your mind with positive, inspiring voices from other people, now you feel uplifted. Now you feel like more is possible. And so if you can believe that more is possible, then you will take the effort or make the effort required to move towards those goals. The third thing that you absolutely can do, and by the way, before I move into this third thing, which is one of my favorites, I want to give you 5 quick books that you can be reading just real quick. 1, Drive by Dan Pink. 2, As a Man Thinketh by James Allen. 3, The Strangest Secret by Earl Nightingale. 4, Be Obsessed or Be Average by Grant Cardone. 5, The 4 Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. You can find links to those in the description of this. If you're watching the video, if you're listening to the podcast, it's in the description. But those are books that will feed your mind with wholesome, quality, inspirational messages to help you to feel fired up and excited to turn your dreams into reality. So this third thing you can do is to stay connected with growth-minded, driven, ambitious people who are on paths to do amazing things. So certainly in your community or in your life or family or friends that are around you, get around those people, but you can also watch videos or listen to podcasts like this to fuel you, to be inspired by other people on that path. I absolutely believe it is powerful to model really successful people, to look at people that are decades or at least years ahead of where you want to be. But there's something also really special about being with people who are on the journey alongside of you. Now, maybe they're a year, 2 or 3 ahead of you, a few steps ahead of you, or a couple of steps behind you, but you know they're on the path to do incredible things. Get around those people. Listen to those people. Talk with those people. Interact and engage with those people, because that also will keep your internal fire fueled up. One of my favorite quotes that I actually keep here on my desk is by a guy named Albert Schweitzer. You may have heard of him. He has some incredible quotes. He said, in everyone's life, at some time, our inner fire goes out. It is then burst into flame by an encounter with another human being. We should all be thankful for those people who rekindle our inner spirit. We should all be thankful for those people who rekindle our inner spirit, and we should get ourselves around those people. By the way, I'm a big believer in having these 3x5 cards with inspiring, uplifting messages on your desk or around you, and wherever you are, in your office, in your bathroom, somewhere to keep you reminded of those messages. Here's the 4th thing you can do. Work on developing the skill of leadership. What are great leaders doing? Because by the way, if you want to achieve incredible, world-changing results in your life and for humanity, it's going to take a team. It's going to take a team. I talk about that exact concept in my book, Attract Your Potential, which you can find in the description below. But what I want you to know is that you're going to have to attract amazing people to you. You're going to have to build and develop and inspire amazing people around you, whether on your team at work, if you're an employee within an organization, or within your business, if you're a business owner, entrepreneur, or wherever you are, whatever you're doing, it requires incredible people. And you can be the person that attracts incredible people to you and to your mission if you're a great leader. So work on those skills that great leaders have, like communication, listening, asking questions, speaking, nonverbal communication, moving people emotionally. And the 5th and final thing that you can do is to practice positive self-talk. I talked a couple minutes ago about how powerful and important positive emotions are. One other way to fill yourself with the sense of it's possible, my dreams are possible, is self-talk every single day. Some of the most elite performers in the world are doing this. In fact, most of them are doing it. And someone that I really respect and look up to as a thought leader, as a practitioner in helping high performers continue to perform at higher and higher levels, is Dr. Michael Gervais. He has an incredible podcast called Finding Mastery that I'd really encourage you to check out to feed your mind with ideas and strategies for performing at your highest level and going to your next level. But he talks about performers that he works with, Olympians, the highest level NFL players, other folks that are doing incredible things in the world. They have positive self-talk. They convince themselves every day that their dreams are possible and that they have what it takes to turn those dreams into reality.